Now, before you settle in and think to yourself, this is going to be a lovely how-to video on how to build a Syscart, because let's be honest, it's really difficult. It's not. This is something pleasant for you to watch while I take the opportunity to explain why I've not been making very many videos lately and why my workshop is more of a stinking mess than it usually is. You see, a while ago I got a custom order request in on the website for a really large chopping board butcher's block, end of work top wooden butcher's block that I agreed to make. And when I looked at the delivery address, I found out it was for a reasonably local couple, just up the ways, an hour up the road in Cornwall. So I said I'd rather deliver it than leave it to the vagaries of courier companies. So we took it up there, delivered it. The couple were delighted with the board, and we got talking, and they showed us around the cottage that they were renovating, and they'd taken on quite a large renovation job, adding an extension and completely gutting the inside and having the entire outside redone as well. And they'd been having one or two troubles with the builders and started feeling sorry for them. They really had been put through the mill a little bit. Anyway, during the conversation, one thing led to another, and I kind of agreed to do some of the work for them. The bit I was really interested in was a walk-in wardrobe, and they very kindly allowed me to video some of the work, so I'll be bringing that to you later on in a few weeks time, maybe a month or so's time when I actually finish it. But as I said, the walk-in wardrobe was the bit I was really interested in doing. And then I got a phone call or a message from them saying would I be interested in doing any of the other work that they had there to do. Now I kind of said, well, what were you thinking of? They said, well, we could really do with somebody to lay the hardwood floors. Okay, I said, 150 square meters of it. And we could really do with somebody to hang the 14 doors and somebody to fit the skirting board and the architrave and a flight of stairs and build some other cupboards. And so I've been there for a while. The job's grown and grown and grown, but I'm thoroughly enjoying doing a bit of site work for a change. It's lovely to get out from the workshop. I'm starting to miss my workshop because I've been out there for 4 weeks now, hence the complete and total lack of videos on the channel. So my sincere apologies for that, but it's not my fault. It's their fault. They keep piling on the work, and I've apparently got an inability to say no. Anyway, to the Syscart then eventually. Now we're some 4 or 5 minutes into the video. The Syscart idea came about because I'm fitting the door locks on the doors and I keep turning around looking for somewhere to drop my tools, the drill that I've got in hand, and to pick up my mallet and my chisel, and there's nothing there anywhere. And it dawned on me that Festool make a little Sys trolley to mount the sustainers on, which would not only keep all of those bits and bobs close by, but with the sort of mini worktop sustainer that I've got, it's also a nice little dropping point. So that night I goes on to Google and has a sniff around and finds a little Sys trolley, and nearly fell off my chair because it cost £86 for a piece of plastic with 4 wheels on it. Obviously I couldn't stomach that. Much as I love the Festool kit, I just couldn't bring myself to waste 86 quid on it. So I had a ferret around in the woodshed, and I found the old base that used to be my offcuts cart, that then became the base for my router table, which I've just replaced. I'll put a link to the video below, and is now going to become my mobile Syscart. I've got to say that the 3D printed parts that I'm using, I didn't design. I printed them, but I found a lovely person on one of the freebie design file sites, and its name completely escapes me. I'll find it and put a link to it below, but it's his design. He uploaded it. I just grabbed it for free, downloaded it and printed them. One small problem, which you've probably noticed by now, is that I haven't cut a slot for the locking tab to go in. And that's because my 40mm drill bit is on site. Thank you once again to the lovely couple from just up the road in Cornwall, where half of my equipment is. So I'm not going to fit the locking plate at the moment. I'll fit that at a later date. I'm sure it, well, no, change that. I hope it's not going to be an issue. It probably is going to be an issue. I'm probably going to yank the sustainers off the trolley every time I go and pick them up. But I've no 40mm drill bit, so I can't drill it for the minute. As you can see, this is hardly a build that warrants any sort of narration to it whatsoever. It's dead simple. It's a piece of leftover sterling board, particle board, that I've routed a few handles in, put some rounded corners on, 4 casters on the bottom, 3D printed parts on the top, a bit of finish just to give it a bit of protection, and job's a bobby. And at the time of narrating this, I've been using it for a week and it's absolutely spot on. The not putting the locking tab on the front did catch me out 3 or 4 times, I've got to be honest, and I did kick myself and think I should have found another way around it, but I'm kind of used to it now, so whether it ever gets on the front of it, I'm not sure at the moment. Could be one of those jobs that I'll do directly, if you know what I mean. So that is my explanation as to why I haven't been uploading many videos lately, and as to why the workshops, okay, I was going to say slightly messy, but like an absolute bomb site, because by the time I get home I'm too tired to go out in the workshop, and it's too cold to go out in the workshop. It's my main reason, at 6 o'clock at night, and start tidying up and doing stuff, so it all waits till the weekend. But rest assured, once this job is finished, I shall be back diligently making content for you to consume at your will on the GT Woodshop YouTube channel. Thanks very much indeed for listening to my inane drivel, and hope to see you next time. Ta-ra.